Going to Rajasthan, big trouble. And we're talking about England trouble for Rajasthan. No Jos Buttler, no Ben Stokes, no Jofra Archer. It's a lot of trouble. I mean, they've got Evan Lewis who's coming in. They've got Glenn Phillips over there. They've still got, the good thing is, of course, that Liam Livingstone this summer has shown some incredible form, Joy, for England, playing for England. So you can see him getting, a big role in this team, and he'll have to, right?
Yeah, look, two things have happened to this team which are interesting. One is, I think, Lewis and Glenn Phillips, given what Jos Buttler is something that is very difficult to replace. And Jos Buttler, to replace Jos Buttler when you've already lost Ben Stokes and Jofra Archer, and you see, you can understand it, because the Rajasthan management traditionally is half English, half Indian. So they pick a lot of top English players. That's been their style. And losing 3 of those 4 is a big one for them. But I believe that Evan Lewis is a player who can make a difference. He can really make a difference. He can tonk it. These pitches will be more suitable to him than India. I think Oshane Thomas, again, in the first 2020, he was not that bad at all. I think, of course, I mean, it's impossible to lose players like Jos Buttler and not, look worse. But I still think they have a chance. It really depends on how their Indian core delivers for them. Sanju Samson has always, flattered to deceive, but for once he's held his form together for the first 7 matches. He's held his form together so far. If he holds it on for another 7, they might just challenge for that 4th place.
Yeah, he's not been, Cinderella. Cinderella is the term you use for him, right? The bell of one ball and then just disappears, but he's definitely not been Cinderella this time. Who are their 4 overseas players, Harsha? Who do you play? Like, you have a Tabraiz Shamsi who's coming right now.
Yeah.
Top rated, right? Top rated Tabraiz Shamsi. He's been drafted in there. Liam Livingstone, you got to play him. Chris Morris, you paid him top dollar. You have to play him. Then
correct. I'm trying to figure out how they will play. If they have to play Tabraiz Shamsi, they will play Evan Lewis. They will play Liam Livingstone. They will play Chris Morris, as you said. Now, if they have to play Tabraiz Shamsi, then they need to get 3 Indian quicks or 3 other Indian bowlers coming in. Then if they are playing Sakaria and Unadkat and Karthik Tyagi, they don't need to play Karthik Tyagi. They've got Tewatia.
They'll play the spinner.
Tewatia. So actually, if you see what happens, there's a little hole at 5 and 6, which should not exist, because we talk every year about Shivam Dube and Riyan Parag. Then another 6 months go by, we talk about Shivam Dube and Riyan Parag. Then another 6 months go by, we talk about Shivam Dube and Riyan Parag. But if those two at 5 and 6 do well, that top 4 is excellent. By the way, Evan Lewis is not a huge fellow, but Evan Lewis has hit 13 sixes more than anybody else in the CPL. And he has been in just ridiculous form. So Evan Lewis on these wickets, Evan Lewis in Chennai, you wouldn't have bothered, but Evan Lewis on these wickets, fantastic. So Evan Lewis, Yashasvi Jaiswal, Sanju Samson, Liam Livingstone, that's an outstanding top 4. Then you go 7-8, Morris and Tewatia, or Tewatia and Morris, 7 and 8 over there. That leaves you 3 spots. If you want to play Shamsi, you play 2 of Karthik Tyagi or
Sakaria Unadkat.
Sakaria Unadkat, or you can play Fizz. If you think that wicket is doing something, you can play Fizz over there. So that means that you must get something out of 5 and 6. They could well say, listen, we'll play Shivam Dube. We don't need to play Riyan Parag, because we can play Chris Morris at 6. We can play Tewatia at 7, and we'll just increase our bowling a little bit. But they've got 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And Liam Livingstone will bowl a little bit. Shivam Dube will bowl a little bit. Parag will bowl that 1 over that he normally does. But that's still all right. So they're actually not a bad side. Especially if they get going, they've got good, big hitting power batsmen, and Livingstone, everyone's talking about as the next big thing. So it's not a bad side. They need to start well though, because they're 3-4 now, right? If they go 3-5, 3-6, then suddenly it becomes very difficult to come back.
Yeah, it becomes difficult, and more so because of how well the top teams are doing, right? It's not just how you're doing, it's how the top teams are doing, and they're dominating. So then it just becomes very difficult to get a place in there. And obviously, Chris Morris with his price tag right now, going for such an just before a very big auction. Also, Joy, importantly, not being picked for South Africa.
Yeah. Chris Morris is a strange one because I've seen some innings of his for Delhi, and you think this guy is an absolutely outstanding all-rounder.
It's the one, Joy. We keep referring to it. It was the one, wasn't it? And it was not in the winning cause. It was not a winning.
It was not in a winning cause. It was not in a winning cause.
Yeah.
He took them very close.
That he did in Kotla. Yeah.
But that's the thing, that Chris Morris never gives you that feeling. Dhoni at his pomp was just the opposite. However badly or well he plays, somewhere in the end he'll get you across the line. With Chris Morris, it's just the opposite. You feel, however well he plays, somewhere in the end, you'll be looking, the other team will be going up and people will be patting him in the back and saying, yeah, well done, Chris, fantastic. But, you guys just fell short of the line. So my thing is that if you'll see that dressing room, I mean, Sanju has to take a disproportionate share of it. And he's a fairly young guy himself. He's a young captain. There isn't that much experience in that dressing room. There aren't that many seniors. Chris Morris is a senior. But otherwise, these guys are very much on their own, and young teams tend to be more temperamental, up and down. When things go well, they go really well. When things go down, they tend to go a lot of ups and downs. So who is that, calm person in the dressing room who will calm them down and keep them well? That person is going to be vital for them.
Could well be Sanju Samson. But I'll tell you something, it's funny about Chris Morris. I mean, I've talked to so many people in South Africa. They are bemused by how much he earns in India. It's a bit like, Jacobs Creek is the Indian Australian wine, not the Australian wine. Similarly, Chris Morris is the Indian South African player, not the South African player. They don't seem to rate him over there. He would be, after Quinton de Kock and maybe Rabada, my first pick in that South African side. I know Temba's Bavuma is now the captain, but he just doesn't play enough cricket in South Africa. The feeling in South Africa is he keeps himself fit to play IPL to IPL. But when he comes up, he's an outstanding IPL player. The other thing with Chris Morris is, you don't know which part of his muscle is giving him trouble at any given time. So hopefully he'll be fit. But you can back them to create trouble.